Shalom, Kalalayim, Layahawa, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Racha HaKodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS that rule well, and salutations and blessings unto you elect brothers and sisters out there. Alright, as you see, the title here says Soft Girl, right? And this is something that I mentioned at camp about these women, right? Modern women, I'll say, that adopt this mindset, of modern feminism, which is nothing but anti-patriarchal, right? Which is pretty much anti-woman. You're anti yourself. You're driving yourself into the ground. You're working these jobs that you hate on your menstrual, working out, doing this, going here, and then by your 30s, mid 30s, you're done, man. You're wiped. And then you sit back and you say, you know what? I'm in my soft girl era. Like you have a fucking choice. But anyway, it says, soft girl or softie describes a youth subculture that emerged among female teenagers around mid to late 2019. And this is around when things started to get hard, man. We all know what happened in 2020, right? Soft girl is a fashion style and a lifestyle popular among some young women on social media based on a deliberately cutesy feminine look with a girly girl attitude. Being a soft girl also may involve a tender, sweet, and sensitive personality. The trend consists mainly of pastel colors, Y2K, anime, K-pop, and 1990s inspired clothing, as well as cute and nostalgic prints with stuffed animals, fluffy pillows, all that garbage, right? But pretty much, well, this thing, I believe, I'm going to get this other article, actually. It's going to go into it. This is from Yahoo News, right? 2023, March 12th. Opinion, the soft girl era is sweeping social media. Things got even harder. Right? Things got even harder this year, 2023. We read that other one from 2019. But the idea of a soft life for black women isn't new. In the last several years, there have been a growing conversation among black women about what it means to live outside of the struggle of survival. A widespread intention to reclaim and recommit to what social media has coined as a soft life. My relationship to softness, ease, and pleasure has been complicated, which isn't unheard of for a black woman in America. Words like ease don't always relate to the reality of how black women get to exist in this country, right? And that's because of the curses. The curses has made you a testosterone, testosterone raged banshee, resembling nothing of femininity and nourishing and nurturing, right? You have become a beast, pretty much, in this society. It says, the enslaved black women of my ancestry who worked the plantation fields of the American South weren't afforded the chance to be familiar with softness. The domestic workers in the homes of white families might not have had the space to explore the concept of pleasure. Black women in corporate America today, who are expected not only to do their jobs, but also to act as in-house diversity and inclusion professionals, rarely expect to live in ease. And the thing is, why the fuck would you sign up for corporate America? Because you want it to be equal to a man, make your own money? Well, like I said, you're going against your own nature, and it's gonna take a few generations, not that we have that left, for you to find out. But you're finding it out, and that's why these occurrences and trends are sweeping social media and taking over. But it's still an act, right? All these deceivable creatures are doing, right? They're trying to lay back, look cute, and be plush and so-called feminine, but you're really manipulative, man. Right? You're still not really submissive. You still don't know the value of a man, and you really still don't know the value of your own self. How you play the part of being a feminine, submissive woman, right? But guess what? It's coming, right? The living situation, it's about to change, sweetheart. Your living amenities they're going to change. Your quality of life is going to change very drastically. Okay, very drastically. So I'm not even worried about that manipulative garbage, man. We're not even looking at you women. You women, like I said, you women on this side, you're pretty much just vessels of pleasure. All right, you can hardly talk about anything productive. You're not nourishing or nurturing, I'll say. Nourishing, nurturing, man, right? Or any kind of ease or comfort, nothing, right? And that's fine. That's fine, because guess what? We have the comforter right here, right? We have the scriptures, and that's in the curses, man. That's going into Deuteronomy 28, verse 56. It says, "The tender and delicate woman among you," that's you, black woman, that's you, Latino woman, right? That's you, Native American woman, right? You were the tender and delicate woman, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Right? So it says the tender. Let's look up that word tender. The word is rock. Tender, soft girl era. Delicate, weak. All right? And delicate, the word is ainag, right? Which means dainty, delicate. When we go to the root, to be soft, be delicate, to be happy about, take exquisite delight, to make merry over, right? So that's the curses. Right now they're evil. They're not tender. There's nothing tender about them, man. All right. Let me see. It says, and tenderness didn't seem accessible to the raised fists and passionate demands for justice from the black woman marching in America's streets against racism and police brutality. And it's another thing that Esau got you in, right? In these fraternities and schools, all right, going on marches and protests for their cause. Okay, I'm talking about the elites, right? It's for the elites' cause, right? That you were you thought you were marching for rights and equality, and you lost your way, man. You're about as tender as a damn pothole, man. You're about as tender as gravel. Right? But in the kingdom, guess what? You're gonna be tender, delicate, nice, feminine. Like the Elder Howard said, I can't. You're gonna be more feminine and submissive than the Asian woman. How are you? How you doing? And you can't see that, man. You can't really see it. You can't see that on this side, and that's a thing the Lord's gonna switch over. He's gonna turn that right side up, because we're living in hell, man. We're in hell. We're in upside down. We're in warped, backwards, reality. I'm going to get this part right. This is where it started from. The narrow and sometimes capitalistic interpretation of the soft life era on social media doesn't account for the significance behind this revived idea. I say revived because this conversation is not new. This intention to cultivate spaces of softness, rest, and healing for black women in particular is not simply a millennial hashtag or fodder for online content. In her 1851 speech, Ain't I a Woman?, activist Sojourner Truth questions her own access to care and softness, saying the man over there says that women don't need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody ever helped me into carriages or ever mud puddles or give me any best place. And ain't I a woman? In the 1970, no, hold on, let me go down here. Hold on, I've seen somewhere. No, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. You know, and pretty much, yeah, that was it. Now let me go. Ecclesiastes 26:7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. You know, that's a lot of these women out here, man. A lot of these women, right? A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger. How much of these women have drinking problems? A woman's actually, she's not supposed to be drinking, going to clubs, right? Doing all that madness, reveling, being a slut, playing the field, and then somehow get her life together and then have a family. What are you gonna do with that monster, man? There's a lot of tales in that crypt. You know, people are crazy. Verse 9, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Right? And if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And that's the society just, hey, open the door, man. Open the gate. It says, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will flatten his bones. The grace of a wife. Grace, man, even that. A graceful woman. You know? How about a grateful woman? Right? You're gonna be grateful with that piece of bread you're gonna have in that day. If it says, verse 14, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. That's the standard. You bitches want to talk about a soft girl and you're gonna take care of me and this. Look, man, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. That's the standard, man. You know? Damn. Bitches always got something to say, man. And you are a bitch. You're shameless, right? Until you're a woman, you're a beautiful, you know, you're a beautiful, graceful wife. You're a bitch, you know? Until you are a graceful, beautiful woman / wife, everything else is shameless banter, jargon, madness. All right, folly, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it bitchness. All right, shameful behavior, shameful attitude. Right? It says, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much more worth as a mind well instructed. Instructed by who? Her father, her mother, whose house she came from. Man, this place doesn't know about that, right? This place is just lewd, and you can't control your children in this place. Forget about it, right? You pretty much sign away your children, you know, and they're educated abroad, from media, from wherever, school, you know, friends. Verse 15, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. Right? As the sun when it riseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Right? That was pretty much it. Anyway, hope you're edified. You know, I found that interesting, right? That we're in that time, man. It's getting rough. So a lot of these women, man, they're feeling it. They don't want to be like men. They don't want equality. They're not gonna want it. But you know what? Right now they're at that point where they still want they want half. They want soft, and equality. They want all the goods, all the goodies of being a man, but they don't want the work that they said they would do. They want the feminine benefits and the masculine benefits, but they don't want to do the feminine duties. Kahalayim, anyway, Kahalayim la Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS that rule well, who I learned this truth from, and salutations and blessings unto you elect out there. Shalom.